the swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. The pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. McCutchen is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys are working right around the same speed. 93 for one, 92 for the other. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. For the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Little dribbler down the line. That's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. It remains 1-0. Here's Buster Posey now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
1-1 to count. Hit to first. Bellinger fields cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. No swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To third. Turner has it. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
Number 8.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence. He singled his last time up. Ryu's ready. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. Kemp is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Giants down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Kemp. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out to left. Pence has a read on it. One down.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Barnes.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Lays off 1-0. Well, partway through this one, and it's safe to say that both of these starters have brought their best stuff, and each lineup looks a bit helpless out there.
Well, this one's kind of gone as we thought, D-Roll. Both of these command pitchers down in the strike zone, moving the ball up, down, in and out. Hitter to put anything together.
Yeah, a lot of soft contact, a lot of indecision on the part of both offenses. Nobody seems to want to pot commit to any pitch because these guys are really mixing and matching.
And it's fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hit in the air out to center field. Jackson is under it. 2 down. Next up for Los Angeles, Logan Forsythe. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Hit back up the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants. So in now for San Francisco, Brandon Crawford. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Brandon Crawford.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down. A leadoff single for Crawford.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down at 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 delivery. Pushed softly over toward the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
The pitcher, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
And now the Giants pitcher, Madison Bumgarner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Here's Joe Panik.
Number 12, Joe Panik.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Crawford at second with 2 down. Set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. Ryu now on 2-1. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Giants leave one, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Hyunjin Ryu. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Missed with a slider.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1. Line drive to left. And it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Chris Taylor. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 0-1, here's the pitch. In the air to straightaway right. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2. Here's Corey Seager. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Panic barehanded. How about that? Nothing doing here this half. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Ready once again, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
First baseman, Brandon.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Bouncer up the middle. Seager ranging up the middle, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Forsythe. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Digging in to try it again, Buster Posey. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Ripped down the first base line. But this gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Hit high and deep to right center. Puig giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second, he's on his way to third, and he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Hero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out now.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
The shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Crawford.
Yeah, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
Longoria on second. Pence on at first with 2 down. Oh, and 2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. And a waste pitch there, 1 and 2.
And there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch is taken for ball 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Austin Jackson would be next. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2, you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Ross Stripling answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam. Austin Jackson will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in San Francisco, Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Digging in once again, Justin Turner. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Hard liner to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yasiel Puig, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. And now is Yasiel Puig, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Ready for it. Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. Derek Law comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Next up for Los Angeles, Austin Barnes. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Pablo Sandoval is up off the benches. He'll be at
Number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Stepping in now, Joe Panik. Down the left field line and deep. Kemp sprinting after it, and no one will track it down. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit back up the middle. Seager has it, and that's the first out. Riding in once again, Brandon Belt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. In a near disaster there, but he's able to recover in time and make it back to third safely. Giants are down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Hunter Strickland is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Striding in, Logan Forsythe. He was a ground out victim last time up. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back standing. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. We've seen outstanding performances from both of the starters in this one all game long. Both of these guys have been able to stay a few steps ahead of batters they've faced, and we'll see if either lineup can scratch something across in the later innings of the game.
You know, D-Row, this is what happens sometimes when you get guys out there like these two pitchers that move the ball up, down, in and out. They disrupt timing, and it just looks like both teams have been very uncomfortable in the batter's box.
It just seemed like the catcher never moved his glove on either side today. They were throwing darts out there, executing all four quadrants, and kept both teams off balance.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2. Chris Taylor, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And this is swung on and missed by Utley as he's retired for out number one. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And we'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. It looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Mark Melanson enters a little earlier than usual as he'll be asked to get 5 outs to try to earn the save here. Here's Corey Seager. high in the air out to center field. Jackson is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Justin Turner. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. In the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Count remains at 0-2.
Forsythe at third. Taylor on at second with 2 down. Hit in the air to left field. Crawford is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 2-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Los Angeles.
So in now for San Francisco, Andrew McCutchen. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now McCutchen belts one, carrying well to left field. And that's off the left field wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Buster Posey has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. 1 gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. From the stretch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. 2 runs, 9 hits. And no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Next to bat for the Giants, Hunter Pence. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Men on third with 2 down. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He'll lead things off against Melanson as they're down to their final 3 outs. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, strike 1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rounded slowly to the left side. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Logan Forsythe. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, when this game started, there's no way they envisioned relying that much on the back end of the bullpen, but he gets the last 5 outs, sealing the win for the team and collecting the save for himself.
A 2-0 finish today. The Giants took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Madison Bumgarner earns his first win of the season. Mark Melancon hammers down the 5-out save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants. 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors, left 8 men on base. For the Dodgers, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Madison Bumgarner. His record is now 1-0. The save to Mark Melancon is first. The loss goes to Hyun-Jin Ryu. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.